Well, here we are again. It's been a little while. Um, it's been a long while actually. It's been a few weeks. So see if I can't get the microphone close by. Um, without too much description, just because it's not really relevant. Um, I hadn't played Fishing Planet in a while. When I came back, I repaired all my crap and I bought some crap, and then I lost pretty much half of what I had earned, so I need to get some dollars up. And one of the quicker ways to get some dollars up is the Emerald Lake late night um the late night walleye run here at the Emerald, which I've done before, but it is one of the safer ways to get your dollars built up. So I'm gonna do a little bit of daytime stuff here just to kick things off, and then switch over to the nighttime action soon after that. So this is just more of a let's see what's happening. But I was playing some stuff off stream um recently, and I was having issues with pretty much everything. I had some glitches popping up, man. I don't know what was happening. What I might do, just because I don't know what's going on, jump into a private room and get some daytime stuff done. So I can get all the gear calibrated. I had to put some stuff together that wasn't already together. And I don't remember all my drag settings and everything that I was using. Like, I get all my crap sorted out and then jump into the nighttime and see what's what. So not a lot of groundbreaking material to be viewed. I ain't been on in a little bit, so figure might as well see what's happening. And go from there. Skillful, hey man. Howdy, howdy. I've been watching y'all streams, man. I saw you got into the stream game. I was watching them. Or the replays, rather. It's been a busy past couple weeks. I ain't really had time to mess around too awful much. But I did have enough time to go broke in the game, pretty much. I'm trying to get some dollars back. And I was hoping to get my crap calibrated. So we're doing another Emerald trip. But I don't know if there was an update or something recently, but I probably ran into more glitches in the past couple days just playing than I have pretty much ever. I don't know what's going on. Or get a stream thing, man. It's a little frustrating, but I've been away for a while. Coming back to it. I'm gonna probably be on tonight with something different. Not sure yet though. I need to jump out to the night. Yeah, I didn't go far. Decided to get sick, and then life stuff and job stuff. Actually, starting next week, I'm I'm going to be going into next level boring territory because I got some studying I need to do for an exam to advance my career, and I will be um I'll be live streaming studying. It'll be extremely exciting. I'm sure plenty of folks will be interested. But I need to get some career stuff figured out because my schedule right now with everything. The beard has grown. The beard will be cut off this weekend, so don't worry, that'll be nice and gone. As well. Long overdue. I'll be doing beardless studying streaming next week. So everybody can get real excited about that. I know I am. Got some room temp popcorn. Celebrate the occasion. And I can never get the days to work out well here, so I'm probably going to jump to the nighttime and just learn as I go. What was I going to say? The YouTube changed their partner requirements. So I'm no longer partnered with the YouTube, which is always nice. I'm gonna need about 2,000 people to subscribe on the YouTube side of things. But I'm not convinced that there hasn't been some behind the scenes updates and tweaks, because I've been seeing some different activities and stuff happening with things that used to work for me weren't working for me. I don't know what's going on. But I did read that there was some type of major update planned by the developers to hit the ground sometime. I think it was like March or April. Sometime before the summer, there's supposed to be a major update, and they had like a screenshot of it looked like a handheld tablet with a topo map showing the bottom contours, and you can set markers and stuff, which is something I've been interested in personally. So I don't know if that's going to be hitting the ground anytime soon, but they said March, April time frame, which would be good, I think. All right, Fish Finder, Europe Lakes, Bass Boats, whatever it is. I'm just something new, you know. Switch it up. Trying to slowly level up so I can access some of the crap. Everybody's still complaining about the competitions and saying they're kind of one-sided and whatnot, so that's always fun. But I ain't messed with those in a while. I can recommend people not to mess with those. So it's all good on that front. I did spend some time at Mudwater this week and got a personal best channel cat. A little over 14 pounds. So that's on the leaderboard, I think, right now, which is nice. At least for this week. Yeah, I don't have the credit funds to invest time in the competition. Some of them are free to enter though, so it is what it is. But Baitcoin hustle though is killing it. Everybody's that's the big complaint system is Baitcoin. That's still the biggest concern, or at least with the licenses. If they switch over the licenses to be bought with credits, I think that would be a good thing for a lot of people. But who knows? Turn down my volume. You'll probably run music now since I don't have any copyrights to worry about. Yeah. I've chatted with a few folks that were playing heavily from the start and basically say they're unwilling to play it at its current status, just the way that everything's changed with the in-game currency and different different things related to that whole process. So it is what it is. I still haven't spent any money on it, so it's all good. Feeling my drag right now. And these damn bigger keep nets. And you told me about this when you got to repair them, man. It's crazy how much. I think I had less than like 25% damage to this fish fort medium, and the repair cost was like 10,000 credits, which isn't a whole lot, but it adds up over time. Yeah, I don't know if I had more time and more patience, I might think some real dollars into it. But it's just not, it's not quite there yet. At least for me. $8,000 to fix. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. That's one of the things I'm worried about. Moving up with the nets. The damn additional cost to repair them. I need to back this back a little bit. But who knows? Back on another half a dozen or so locations. I really don't see the point in going all out with the boats. Huh. But one thing, it just seems like they don't care about, like, it's hard. The folks that first start playing, like new players, get screwed with that, with the cost, because they don't got the net size, and there's really no way to find out until it's too late. It's almost like they want you to get frustrated and then buy stuff out of frustration, but you're still losing people, and you get those negative Steam reviews as a result. So it's an interesting tactic that they have with the whole system there. Because I'll go into Lone Star, and folks will ask questions in the map chat, and they ask about, hey, when should I go to so and so? I want to rank up and go to Everglades, for example. I'm like, there ain't no point in even thinking about going there until you get to like the 20s. Yeah, it's frustrating until you get to 20 and up. Because even Mudwater, you're not, unless you're doing multi-day trips, you're not coming out positive at Mudwater. So unless you get the DLC for the bigger net. And then that situation where if you break your gear or accidentally sell it and you ain't got nothing and you don't have funds, you go out and buy stuff. I don't know. I feel like you're alienating a lot of folks. Yeah. That's why I guess it's like they want to push that DLC with the bigger keep net so you can go to the places and come out with a positive balance. Unless you go somewhere just to get the experience, because some of the other places have the higher experience catches, so you can use that as a reason to level up quick enough. And then you can start unlocking stuff. So if you're not worrying about the funds, you can just go somewhere and just keep releasing fish, keep your experience, level up, unlock stuff. But even then, yeah, keep all the basic, keep the basic float stuff, the cheaper stuff to replace. I don't know, it's weird how they set it up. I think it kind of frustrates folks a little bit more than it should. Go see who's playing around here. So here's something. I saw, or I've been seeing a lot of issues recently off stream. I'll go to a map and like it says that there's like it'll say that it's full and has 5 people in it. And then like I don't see anybody, and the activity log there for the map doesn't change at all while I'm there. I don't know what's going on. That's happened a few times this past week. So I don't know if there's something going on with the servers or not, but I've seen it happening. Anything up to 8 pound is fine. I think I got 6. You can pretty much, well, I don't know, because Mudwater is a little different because you can hook into some crazy crap. But Falcon's real nice because of that. You can rock the 8 pound setup and come out on top. That's always fun. I found when I go to a private room and then jump back into a public room, it'll usually show people. Something's going on behind the scenes. Not that big of a deal, I guess, but it's been a noticeable change compared to what it was from my experience. That's about, yeah. No. Just a weird setup. How they do all this. Something's going on with the I don't know. I wouldn't say the bites. I wouldn't say that the frequency has changed too much, but it seems like if you really want to do like trophies or uniques, you have to pretty much go by the bite chart. It seems like when you're in the lower parts of the curve, you're just kind of wasting time. And it was probably like that at first, but it didn't seem to be as that big of a deal. And now it's just, if you're not paying attention to that chart, you're kind of you're spending a lot of time getting frustrated. Is one word to use, one F word to use for that situation. But they did say they were gonna, or that last thing was saying that they were gonna allow people to use stuff that you catch to use as bait, like shiners and stuff. And I've been saying that that makes sense from the get-go. So I'm glad to see that that may be something that's implemented soon. The black quarter ounce narrow spoon's better at night. Purple one doesn't seem to be. And you know what? That brings up another interesting point. I wonder how many, to whatever degree that the developers care about people that post guides online or people that are streaming that give out tips and stuff. They say, oh, well, go use this or go use that. I wonder if they ever do that and kind of like switch the game up a little bit because they don't want people to get the easy way insider tips. Because of course, technically, if you're pushing the transactions, you want people to get frustrated and buy the stuff that costs in order to progress. So if you've got X amount of people going online, posting videos, going to streams, oh, hey, you want to go here, you want to buy this and use this and you'll be good, then that's kind of like, there goes a potential situation where somebody could get frustrated enough to say, screw it, I'm going to go buy the pack and this, that, and the other and all the fixable SE rods and stuff. I don't know. It's interesting because you kind of don't want people to like talk about how to get easily, not easily, but it just seems like that might be revealing too much for them, and they probably don't want people going around advertising here's how to quickly rank up and stuff like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know if they care about that. I mean, because really you're looking at how people are advertising the game. Because I even learned that I didn't know that it even existed until I was dorking around just watching stuff. I think it was Twitch or something like that. And it popped up somewhere. And I was like, yo, what is this? Otherwise, I would have never heard about it. And there ain't nobody that I'm aware of going around officially promoting it. Like, yeah, you need to go go buy this, that, and the other. Yeah. I mean, you spend no money on advertising. It looks like you can probably just get a bunch of people to play it for you. And then that's kind of all it does. I don't know. Weird. Who knows? I don't. Somebody does. I'm trying to figure out if the people, 'cause this is a full 5 people. Is everybody else even here anymore? What's going on? Okay. I don't know. Some funky stuff going on with the server. I don't know what to do. Either way, so let's switch back. I'm gonna see old purple boy has anything happening. If not, I got the silver one too. I don't have the black one, but I got the silver one. And that seemed to do all right. No, I still got the St. Croix set up. Chilling in my number 3 spot right now. So that'll be a possibility sooner than later. I still haven't gone yet, so I'm still completely naive to how all that works. Now I've got my dragon pulled out. I did get a better casting setup. I had a really kind of, I won't say bad, but it definitely wasn't that great setup that I was using for like Everglades stuff. I upgraded that, and that cost a hell of a lot. And then I repaired most of my stuff. That's a nice trophy. I repaired most of my stuff, and that drained it even more. I had almost 100,000 credits. I still have yet to get that far. I had a lot, and then very quickly, almost much quicker than I would have liked, that was all gone. So takes a couple weeks worth of work to get enough progress to where you can like start actually doing some stuff. And I've been reading the reviews that people are leaving on Steam still, because I like the reviews because they're either like one sentence that is completely irrelevant to everything, or the reviews are either very long and elaborate and go into great detail. It's never between. It's either it sucks, I'm tired of paying, or you get like the full Wikipedia breakdown. And there was one that was left recently that pretty much summed up a lot of what I wish I knew in the get-go, which was you can't really like pick this up and expect to do very well or progress quickly if you're only able to play in like 15 or 30-minute increments at a time, just because of the travel costs and the licenses and stuff like that. And there's no indication at all, or really suggestion as folks start playing, that will tell them that, unless somebody else tells you or you read it somewhere. And there's no heads up. Like you can sit down with a lot of stuff and just kind of play. Like if you got 30 minutes, you can fire up this, that, and the other, knock out some time, and then you're good. But like think of like your Call of Duties, your Halos, stuff like that, multiplayer based, rank system, unlockable stuff. You can chip away at it 30 minutes at a time. If that's all you got, that's all you need. Not this. Unless you're just spending all your time at Lone Star, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But if you don't know, then you're traveling and you're learning pretty quickly. It's not a good recipe. Yeah, it's not what you expect. It's just not normal. In the developer side of thing, they can justify it by saying, "Oh, it's more of a simulation." An arcade game, by almost definition, is something you can kind of just pick up and get right to it. Whereas, a simulation has other levels of factors that you got to kind of put into the mindset. I don't know. That's just what I was reading. Yeah. It's just I don't. It's just a weird. It's just not a normal. It's not a normal. Maybe not normal. It's not a popular format for progression and stuff. So that's why you get a lot of frustrated people leaving negative reviews. And they're aware of it by now. You know that they know what's going on. There's no mystery there. I have my green screen up and my ginger ale can is green, so I'm gonna see through it. That's cool. Dr. Tane's back. Howdy howdy. I ain't done played any damn games on streams in like a damn month. January done kicked my whole ass. So now we back. And Steam's having some crazy some kind of sale with like thousands of stuff on sale. I might be picking up a couple things later this weekend. Y'all, you know, Fisher Plant DLC ain't on sale. What? Hell no. And I still got this damn Xbox One that I've played. I haven't even played, like, I had it for 2 months. I think I may have had it on for 2 hours total. And my gold membership trial already ran out. It's tough out there. I don't know, man. It's all good. I haven't been active lately on the stream. I lost my YouTube partnership because I don't meet the new requirements. Gil's been out there streaming warships. I saw one of those. I saw PUBG. I can't get into PUBG, man. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. It's like hide and seek. And the hacking that's going on with the Asian server. Apparently, folks are jumping ship into the other servers and hacking. I don't know what's going on. I just can't justify spending. This is like $30 or whatever it is. Can't do it. I cannot see myself playing it. And even the stuff like Fortnite is technically free to play. Or somebody called it. I was watching something and somebody said it was Dr. Seuss's Battlegrounds. Anyways, but I tried doing the Fortnite thing, man, but I don't know. I guess I was just put up with people that knew what they were doing because I couldn't get no damn progress. Start finding stuff and then get shot up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still leaning because everybody's doing the new stuff. So if you're looking to get more people to watch, you're going into a flooded market already. And unless you got something you can bring to the table that other people don't. I don't have a very high production value. I've got a green screen recently, and that's probably as far as we're going to go. But I still got all the retro stuff, but nobody wants to watch the damn retro stuff. So kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. But everybody's doing that battle royale stuff, man. From your H1Z1s, your Fortnites, your PUBGs. It's like I'm waiting for the Call of Duty version. They're gonna do something soon. I have a feeling. H1Z1's dead. Yeah, DayZ went out of they basically called it quits. They never went out of early access. Apparently that was like late last year. It's like 4 years worth of early access. People People pay for it. It never really went full force. PUBG went to supposedly they went to full release there before the holidays, but shit still broke like crazy, and everybody said that they thought it was just a cash grab for the holidays because all the stuff that's still wrong with it. It's like you gotta find a game that's been out for 10 years if you want something stable. That's why everybody's still playing Counter-Strike. Rocket League. I wish I had the like Rocket League. It is one of those where you can just jump in and play a couple games just because the matches are like 5 minutes apiece. I wish I was better at Rocket League. That would be something interesting because I have it. I bought it on Steam a while ago, but my graphics card that I had when I got it could really only run it on low settings. Yeah. There's too much going on with Battlegrounds right now. And Fortnite's free to play, technically. So it makes sense why there's a lot of folks doing that route. Dr. Seuss's Battlegrounds. What else is there to complain about? I ain't played a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2. So I can't really speak on that franchise. My copy of Modern Warfare 3 for the PS3 is still in shrink wrap. Haven't even played it yet. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I think it's kind of the way things are going. Because you really don't see, you don't see too many titles coming out recently that a lot of the focus, or at least the marketing, is placed on the, like a campaign or one player experience. It's all going, even consoles are going to the way of, multiplayer, massive stuff. Like it's not even there's just not a lot of stuff that you're seeing that focuses on just sit down and playing. You got to be on the internet the whole time. Like it's weird. I don't know. The Call of Duty thing seems like that's kind of fading out. Apparently there's still a professional league for Call of Duty. I didn't know that, but there's people that do tournaments of prize money. So more power to them, I guess. Got more time than I do. There's money to be made. Yeah, somebody's gonna do it. You gotta keep them servers acting up. Watching League of Legends pros as well as I'm sure they're more entertaining. I'm just kind of killing time right now, so it is what it is, man. We're just trying to get some dollars built up. How many dollars I got right now? I need to not look at that. Where I got 35 before I came here. Um, right now I got 4 in the okay. I'm about to hit the slope, so things are about to start being dead. If I can get to 50 sometime this weekend, that'd be good enough to. I feel like that will be flexible enough for me to feel better about traveling. Comfort level goes up dramatic. Ain't nothing like this room temp popcorn bowl for lunch. How we do it? Something. Some old dinky. What? How many? I got 51 pounds. Fortnite, you can buy season pass. It gives you 80% experience boost. Helps you level up and get stars or something. Well, okay. Anything ranked, it seems like you're gonna find the something you can buy. I mean, that's like every game. That's your Battlefields, the Battlefront fiasco with all that stuff that was happening late last year. All that kind of stuff. That's an aggressive and effective marketing strategy. If you're frustrated because other people have stuff you don't have access to, and the only thing preventing you from having access to it is to grab a credit card, I mean, it's like built-in emotional based selling of digital goods. I understand it. You can just choose not to buy it. That's why people are talking about pre-orders being a big deal. But they are updating the living shit out of Fortnite though. Every time I load up the game launcher, it's like, wait a second, we got to update this before you can play it. I'm like, damn, it just did that yesterday. What's going on? That is, I guess that's the benefit though when you're dealing with titles that are mainly based around online and multiplayer. You pretty much have to keep updating it if you want people to keep playing it. Dr. Tane, you out? All right, my dude. Thanks for coming through. Hopefully, I can get more regular with all this crap. I'm gonna be doing stuff different because I know Fishing Planet ain't the funnest thing. But I can still eat my popcorn and play with one hand. So you kind of gotta roll with what you got, not what you need. Sometimes. But we're gonna keep doing some boring ass fishing. And not spending any money. Ain't that right, everybody? That's right. I'll take a look at the phone here. We catching and reeling and checking emails. The productivity levels have never been higher. What is this? What we got going on? Who's all out there? Um. All right. Losing viewers by the second. It's all good though. It's all good. What we got happening? We're almost at midnight. We at the bottom of the activity curve. I think I'm gonna get Rocksmith 2014 remastered for an old PC. Currently on sale. I forget what on Steam. If I can find my Rocksmith cable, it's gonna be on. But I gotta figure out where I put it because I don't know where it is. Switch her back up to the other spoon. Oh, green's the greeny meanie. Takes a while to sink on down. Come on with it. I wonder if I can get to whatever next level is in this trip. I think I'm at 32. So I'm using low enough gear to not get any experience deduction. All on purpose. However many that is. Yeah, I'm at 32. I'd like to get to 33, if possible, with my dude right in my direct line of path, sight and everything. It's all good though. I can't hate him. Yeah, I've been putting in all them hours at Lone Star, building up that XP 3 or 4 points at a time. I tell you what, it takes a while to get any progress. But it is what it is. Hey, all right, let's get him in. Let's get him in. Pull him on in. Come on now. Come on now. I think it's weird how whatever I wish I knew what algorithm or what decision making process they put into how the reward, what the credit rewards are for different different fish. Or at least what the logic is. I guess it's not like a fixed ratio. It's because it's not by weight. other than with the same species. Because, and I took a screenshot and I'll show you. When I was at Mudwater a couple days ago, I got that 14, I think it was .1 channel catfish. And I don't think they go any higher than 14 and a half, or at least I haven't seen any higher than that on the leaderboard. It's like right around 300 and some odd credits. And you can catch whatever this fish I have on now is probably going to be around that general area. But that's my guess, because it's taking a while to get him on in. Alright, so 292. And that's a pretty average size walleye. Now, if I open up, I took a screenshot, I'll show you. Trophy channel catfish, 14.1, 384 credits, 115 XP. Regular old walleye, and you can probably get a couple of these, you know, every 5 minutes or so. Look, 99 XP, 300 credits. Man, it's just weird how it works. And the difference between, I don't remember what rank you have to be to open up Emerald, but it's like one of the first 3. Like you open up Mudwater at 3, and then I don't know if Emerald's next or not. So it's not even like you gotta go that far to get to it. It's just weird how that works, I think. Who knows? Pull and drag. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there's got to be some type of logic behind it. I can't tell what it is. Who knows? Maybe it's random. Who knows? We need another double XP weekend, though. I've been waiting for one of those to pop up for a while. I don't think there's been one this year. If there was, I didn't catch it. Ah. Pull and drag. Come on now. How far am I? Hold on. It tells you, right? Got about 1,000. 1,200. Okay, I got about 1,200. I need about 12 fish. Probably closer to 15 to get to the next level. That can probably happen within the next hour. Alright. I didn't need a drag anyways. Let's go. And maybe they could do something where, like, I know how they reduce your XP if you use gear that's overkill for what you catch. But what if you did something where you purposefully kind of like gave yourself crap gear? Almost trophy. If you use really like undersized equipment, maybe you should get like an XP boost or like a 0.5 multiplier and just have like a normal set range that doesn't do one or the other. That would be interesting. Like, all right, I got all this 3-pound test. Let me go out and catch this, that, and the other. Spend about 30 minutes each fish, but get a big old XP boost. A difficulty multiplier. You know, in like racing games where you get more points for the amount of assists that you turn down or off. That mentality. The more difficult you make it for yourself, you get rewarded in some way, shape, or form. I need to look up into a couple trophies here so I can get that rank up a little bit quicker. If any of the dev team are watching right now, hook me up. Hook me up with some good stuff real quick. Was it F9 that debug mode? Yeah. I ain't too worried about the dolls, but the XP helps unlock a bunch of stuff. Especially from like 15 to 25. The amount of crap you can get and the quality of the crap you can get. What? I'm in the bottom of the bite activity chart right now, so that's why it seems to be a little bit of a problem at the moment. All right. 17 more of them and I'm good. That's all I need. No more, no less. Come on. Come on. Where you at? Who is you with? Where they at though? That's right. Where are they at though? Yeah, I gotta bring back the sound bites at some point soon. I feel like it adds a whole nother dimension to the experience. You need to unlock a perk where you get to see the I don't know how to explain it, but you know how in the map or in the lakes or whatever, there's certain areas where the fish themselves are like spawned from. So there should be a way you can like activate a perk once every like in game day at one point that shows you which one is the most active at the time. So if you're hurting for some fish, you hit it real quick and it gives you like a 10-second, all right, here's where it's at, remember it, and then you just start casting there for however long. In that way, you just need a couple more to fill up the keeper. You ain't got a lot of time. Punch it, activate it, get it going. I hope that, yeah, whatever they can integrate into that whole map thing to make it, that would be, I think, a very helpful addition to get people motivated to keep playing. Because they got people sticking to the same spot, casting to the same spot. That'll work for maybe 2 or 3 fish, but after that, you gotta switch it up. That's why I was telling folks that were coming here to Emerald, I said, if you got the right gear, then really, if you go 2 or 3 casts and you don't get a bite, just switch up where you cast and you should be good. Quests, like daily activity things, I believe, like daily objectives. Like, hey, go out and catch 4 of these. Something to keep people coming back. Because the competitions ain't doing it, man. Everybody getting pissed off. Same few people are winning. So that ain't helping drive motivation to keep playing. Gotta do something. Can a brother get a new shirt or 3? Because we got everybody out here rocking these flannel shirts. I know they got the DLC shirts, but there's gotta be something. Let me get face scan technology. $3196. I'll take it. Yeah. It's not it's not fun to play the events. It's just not. Tournaments ain't fun unless your schedule allows you to play them, and not everybody out there can just kind of quit what they're doing and play them. I don't know. Basically, if you read through all the reviews on Steam, you're really never going to see anybody say, "Oh, I really enjoy the events and the competition," because ain't nobody enjoying them. There's like 10 people enjoying them. That hit the floor. We're getting close to 33. It's getting there. Slowly. Very slowly. Much slower than it needs to be. About to start raining here in a little bit. That's why I had mentioned I left a review for Fishing Planet on the Steam. And my only kind of like, I'm not one to complain too much about a game I'm not paying for, but a lot of, you know, if you want to push this like competition multiplayer aspect, think of games, think of your Halos, think of your Call of Duties and all that stuff. Usually there's an option to create like custom events. So like you can create a match either locally or online with a party or whatever. The suggestion I kind of had for the Fishing Planet folks was use the same mechanics that you use for the events, but just have like a friends only option where you can set up an event, set all the parameters, set up the location. The players are responsible for the gear, so anything you use, you gotta have already. But just make it to where you don't have to use a license. You don't have to use travel costs, but you cannot keep the fish for like actual experience or actual credits. So in other words, I go in, I set one up where it's going to be this type of species at this location with this gear limit, and it sets like a 30-minute, like it sets up a lobby and you set a 30-minute timer or an hour-long timer or whatever, and you just go get it. You pack all your gear and you go. It don't cost anything, but you don't get anything from it except for you're actually like, you know, playing with folks you know and stuff. They're doing it for the clans, fair enough, but I don't know. That seems like something that a lot of folks would be able to enjoy. It might bring some people, right? It might bring some new people in, bring some old people back, and keep your current people, you know, interested, excited, willing to get other folks involved. Like, hey, you should go download this, install it, set up some stuff, some events. But who knows? It's just you don't really have to like create anything new. There, I mean, it's the same stuff that they do for the events. You just allow people to set them up locally. I'm sure it's not that as easy as I make it sound, but it would be neat. NEAT. Damn right. I'll do it again. So Fish Fort Medium is about almost halfway full. I'm just trying to rank up to 33 today. And see what's happening. Skillful's back. I don't know who's all watching, but if you're watching and you want to see somebody that knows how to play this game to its pretty much fullest potential, if you go look up that man, Skillful DTS1 up on the YouTube, and subscribe to him or whatever there, because he's getting into the streaming game. The man's got a lot more information and knowledge than I could ever have with a lot of this stuff. So if you really want to learn how to do something specific, and you really want to learn how to go to a new place and catch something specific, that is the individual for whom I will refer you to. There are other folks that are very helpful. There's a lot of folks that are very helpful. I try to be helpful when I can be, but I do have a very limited knowledge scope when it comes to a lot of this stuff. But I can pretty much guarantee you, if you got a question specific, you can go reach out to good old Skillful and get you some knowledge built up pretty quick. He might cuss you out in the process, but I promise you it's not, don't take it to heart, because it's not sincerely aggressive. I'm just kidding, by the way, about that part, but it helps when you're trying to learn some new stuff to be guided by somebody who knows what they're doing. I will be more than happy to help out anybody that may have a specific question, but again, I will refer you up the chain of knowledge. Go find that man's channel and see if you can bug him to death. Just don't go asking him for free rods and reels in the game chat, because he will blow up on you. I've seen it happen in real life. The man used caps, all caps, caps lock. There was no lowercase letters. But we're not going to talk about that, because that's in the past. Learn the lesson there. What else we got? I'd like a Sauger or 3 to come through real quick. That'd be nice. I haven't caught too many of those while I've been here. What else I got? I got casting spoons. I got frogs with me. I got a popper. I got spinner baits. Will this fit here? Yeah, let's try this out. Yeah, I think there's probably a way to do that, but I'm sure they won't, because of, if you can get stuff from people, then what incentive would you have, especially if it's Baitcoin stuff? They don't want people exchanging Baitcoin items, I imagine. But there's got to be some way to limit it. Maybe if you get something, you can only complete like X amount of transactions per 24-hour period or something. I don't know. There's got to be a logical way to go about it. I don't think the spinner is a good option here right now, so I'm going to swap that back out. More of a daytime thing. Yeah, there's got to be a way. I'm sure I think the worries are, and maybe it's not a legit worry, but if they add a mechanic to the game like that allows people to circumvent having to buy something themselves, that somebody might find a exploit or something in the code and turn it into a complete situation that they don't want to have to deal with. And then you got people complaining about it. It's just, yeah, there's got to be a way. I just don't have the ability right now or motivation to think of it. Or you could do like a battle royale game and just drop items on the ground and people can pick it up. Hey, yo, I just dropped a rod. Somebody go pick it up. Secondhand shop. Kind of like Gran Turismo. You can buy the like used cars on the marketplace. Forza does it too, I believe. Used to. I don't know. I haven't played Forza since Forza 3, so it's been a while. Come on, 33. We're almost there. What's happening here? Yeah, we generating ideas. Or, but see then, you know how they have the rod and the reel breaker achievements? And you get bait coins for those. It'd be like, yo, let me go buy some secondhand gear and then just break it real quick to get some bait coins. I could see that being a motivating factor to tick off the developers, thinking people are trying to pull a fast one on them. Need everybody to watch as the microphone windscreen slowly sinks out of the field of vision here. We'll put old purple boy back on there. But we're going to switch on over to the other setup. Get my popcorn going again. Got like a new condenser mic. What kind is it? What did you grab? BM800. Bowel Movement 800. Is that what that is? What brand is it? I ain't heard of it. It's still there. It's sinking slowly though. I'll have to look that up. I was fortunate enough to already have spent a hell of a lot of money on audio equipment over the past few years. I really didn't have to get anything new. Unbranded. I don't know, it's arm and accessories. I got you. Yeah, you gotta watch out for some of that stuff, but I mean, nowadays it's real easy to just go on either your Amazons or your eBays or whatever and find stuff. I like going to local music stores and buying used stuff that's still, it may not be cosmetically great, but functionality, if it's still doing what it's supposed to, then music gear and sound recording gear depreciates pretty significantly from what I've found. So I don't mind secondhand stuff, or like scratch and dent sales, different online shops and in-person shops, demo stuff, B stock, whatever you want to call it. I'll snag it up. Literally the only thing I can remember even buying recently, the little mixer that I use, that I plug in whenever I'm running the outboard mic instead of a headset mic. A little Behringer 2-channel USB little mixer that's got enough juice to run condensers because it's got the phantom power in there. I think it was $40, 40-ish. chipped. I mean, it's not fancy and it's kind of limited, but I mean, I dust it off every couple weeks, but other than that, ain't had no issues with it. It doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it ain't. We ain't high caliber quality, but we getting it done. Because I found out from a production standpoint that the quality of your audio and your talking, your commentary, or whatever, can attract or distract or otherwise turn people off to watching streams, man. If you sound like you're talking through a cardboard box, that can get people frustrated. Yeah, all condensers, at least the good ones, you got to run that phantom power, that 48 volt phantom power, and not, I mean, for the most part, your only option is to run a preamp. But even then, if you run another preamp into an interface, that still has to have the adapter as well. That has the whole phantom power thing. It runs that power through that third pin in the connector, I believe, and it gives it enough juice to actually amplify the sounds. But see, the condenser mics are really good at picking up everything. They kind of just swallow up all the sound, whereas your dynamic mics tend to be like unidirectional, to where like only what's ever in front of it is what it'll pick up. But even then, it's not as sensitive. So there's pros and cons to using one or the other. I don't have a really noisy environment right now, so I can get away with the condenser, but it's a good idea to put a noise gate filter on it, and you can do that in OBS, where it only starts transmitting the sound once it breaks a certain threshold, and then it closes it back down once that threshold is no longer met. That way you don't have, like, if I wasn't talking and, you know, we got the CPU fan and you got stuff like on in the other room, or if somebody's, you know, watching TV nearby, you can make it to where you just can't hear all that the entire time, and that helps a little bit with the production quality. Oh yeah, the bigger, generally speaking, the bigger you can, like the bigger the diaphragm, the bigger diaphragm condenser mics tend to have the ability to get higher quality, or whatever the I don't know all the specifics, goddamn it. I just know that you get what you pay for generally when it comes to microphones and other sound recording gear. Yeah, man, OBS, it's great because it's free, but it can be finicky as hell, especially if you don't have a very strong system. I was trying to run it on a laptop I have, and damn thing damn near melted, so. Oh well. But you just take a big old box fan and you just put it on high right next to it, and you can't sit in front of it without goggles, but it don't get as hot. So this is a trade-off. Where am I at with my byte chart? All right, we almost up at peak time. So right here around 4 a.m., things are going to get funky. And I should be able to get to 33 here soon. Yeah, you got the Streamlabs OBS, which has all the different little indicators, the little recent subscribers and all that kind of stuff. The way I see it, my approach is the less stuff on the screen that kind of detracts from what's going on. I say that, and like half my screen is either my dumb face or the chat. I like having the chat on there because I'm doing the double stream to Twitch and YouTube, so I'd like for everybody to see what everybody else is saying because you're not in the same physical chat. That's the only reason I do that. But I like to put my dumbass face in the bottom of the screen and have the little DWYB watermark there at the bottom. But other than that, other than half the screen, I don't put anything else up. For whatever reason. Plus, a lot of people nowadays watch on mobile. So if you look at like most mobile devices, especially phones or whatever, the screens aren't that big. So the less stuff I put on the screen for those folks, I imagine they don't have to kind of like sort through all that stuff that they probably can't even read anyways because of it's on a mobile device. I've been using the Restream IO chat thing. They have a breakout download that you can use. You probably know this, but it just sets it up to where all you got to do is make a new little source in OBS, and you just plug in a URL that it gives you inside of the thing. And as long as you sign up for Restream, which is free unless you want to do a bunch of fancy stuff, you can edit it out. And I don't really like how there's some options you really can't change. Like I wish I could do, well, I guess anyways, you have to play with it, but you don't have to pay for it, which is nice. But in order to do a lot of cool stuff, you kind of really have to sit down and tweak it slowly. And you can't really do you have to revise how it looks using both the program itself as well as the OBS stuff. So it's not a plug and play. Like you literally have to you gotta tweak, adjust, see if it's what you want, tweak and adjust more, see if it's if you're into that kind of thing. So you have to earn it, but once you sit down and kind of know what's going on, it's not too bad. My opinion, of course, but come on, I got the one trophy this trip. I think I could get a couple more. I might be, look at that, I'm pretty much right there at 33, so it's looking like the next fish is going to be 33 land. And I can't see a damn thing because the fog rolls in. So like literally I'm just casting out into a bunch of gray right now. Which again is very, very exciting content. You can see that the windscreen has now came down out of the screen because the mic stand's not too hot. No, I got you. If I was only broadcasting to one or the other, I wouldn't have the chat on the screen because everybody would have access to it in their browser or whatever. But even then, with the Restream chat box thing, it sets up its own little window that I can look at instead of having to break out the chat box from the actual like YouTube or whatever it is, and then sorting that. It has its own little window that I can just move around in shape and size, and it has the current viewer count tally. And it allows you to reply to either all chats or a specific one. It's pretty neat. I don't have the viewership that you would ever want to kind of utilize all the different features. But if you're real optimistic and you end up getting to the point where you get a bunch of folks and you want to be able to kind of coordinate both audiences at the same time, that's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't see how people can do stuff like this without at least 2 monitors. Like I got my double set up now. And like literally all my crap is on the second one and the game's here on the main one. There's no way I could see, like, that's way too much frustration to try and do all that on one screen. But it's neat, man. You get all into it, and if you sit down and you tweak the living hell out of OBS, you can pretty much make it do whatever you want. If you can get fancy with the scenes and the sources of like different media sources, you can do your transitions and whatnot. I'm gonna make like a be right back screen, so if I gotta go use a restroom, I can do a little screen with some music or something. I got my stream in thing that you've probably seen. It's got the little music kicking in the back. There's 33. What's up? I got a Baitcoin 1500. I got my Ardix 11. Got a couple reels rather. Some line I'll probably never use. Available to me at least. Some 10-aught hooks. That scares the piss out of me if I'd ever need to use one of those. 5 new lures. Of course, it doesn't tell you which. And that's what we got. Yeah. No, Streamlabs has a lot of cool stuff. I personally just don't like all that stuff on my screen. And I'm running 720 scaling. So if I was running full 1080, then maybe it would make sense. But even then, I don't want to bog down the system any more than I need to, so I just run it with 720. I've already had to almost put a damn fire out on the machine once. I don't need another one. But it's cool. It's fun, man, the whole streaming thing. It's oversaturated. So you're probably not gonna get famous. But when you're good at what you're doing, man, people start rolling through eventually. You don't have it on the screen with, oh yes, it's on the program. No, I got you. I was playing with the Streamlabs OBS. I made a bunch of stupid stuff and kind of just had to back out of it. It's neat if you want to jump straight in and have a bunch of cool stuff, but it wasn't my style. Yeah. No. What do I my second monitor, not that anybody asked, I have OBS up so I can keep an eye on it. But I've also got the Twitch and the YouTube dashboards for the streaming, so I can make sure that both of those are getting the data well. And if there's any chat filters, like in the chat boxes, you can have the filters for like inappropriate language or URLs that you have to approve before they'll go into the actual chat. The only way you can moderate the chats is if you have the actual the website up, because the Restream chat client won't show the awaiting moderation decision messages, and I don't have moderators yet for the chats, so I can't allow somebody else to do the dirty work for me. So if you have to do the dirty work for yourself, I'll have both of them up so I can see who's violating the chat rules. Which has happened a few times. For whatever reason, folks like to come through, use some colorful language, check them out, see what's happening. What else do I got? Restream chat, and then the recent events, my Streamlabs recent events, because it's got the little pop-up with like new subscribers and stuff, but sometimes I don't see it. So I pull up that recent events log there, and if I really wanted to, I could set a little audio ding to go off, but I'd rather not. We pulling some drag. All right. I'm sure I could streamline the setup I have much more than I currently have, but I'm not on here I'm not on here frequently enough to dedicate that time. It took long enough just to get a damn green screen going. I'm gonna get an upgraded webcam soon though, because this one's kind of limited. Because I'm doing an output in 60 frames, but the highest this camera will go is 30. So if I'm gonna grab one that'll run 60, and hopefully will allow for better differentiation with the green screen filter, because right now it's a little funky. Man, this one, hold on, the one I got, it's the Microsoft LifeCam Cinema. It's at least 5 years old. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not complaining, but I can spend $50 USD down at the down there at the Best Buy and get one of the Logitech 930s or some shit like that. Yeah, this one highest it'll go is 70 or 720p at 30 frames. I'm probably gonna set it up in my garage and use it for like live streaming like band practices and stuff for folks that do the music thing. That's not a damn trophy? What's going on? Logitech is killing the webcam game, man. They're doing it. They got a lot of cool stuff out. I think they got a 4K one out now, so all the older ones are kind of dropping in price because they're trying to push the 4K models. There's a bite right away. But you know how technology is. Once you get the new stuff, give it 2 months and then something newer and better is going to come out, and whatever you paid is going to be twice what the same thing is at that point. It's just how it goes. Come on, fish. That's the bad thing when they bite, when you cast all the way out and they bite right off the bat. You got to reel them in. I got my line and my rod are down into the 60s. Now they're in yellow status. Something else I got to repair. It's all right. There's a trophy. 4937. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. What we got? 161 XP, 426 credits. 161 XP. That's pretty significant. I like them trophies, man. And I tell you what we were talking about earlier. It looked like you got to be at the top of those activity peaks there if you want to you really want to get the trophies rolling in. Seems to be the case. I'm gonna probably have to wrap up here in the next 30 minutes. So I'll tell you what, since I don't have a lot of folks watching, I don't have a lot of people to offend. I think I'm gonna do full size face cam transparency. Just to piss people off a little bit. If I can remember how to change transparency. The hotkeys stuff in OBS is real cool if you can set all that stuff up. The problem is if you're playing a PC game, you probably have to use those keys. So you have to get really obscure or have like a second input, like a separate input device or something. So while that's doing that, let me make sure. So if I go to transform, is it in transform? transparency in there? No. Is it a filter? I did it before. I thought. Maybe. Kind of. Taking functions in the F keys. Yeah. The hotkeys will save you a lot of time with the OBS stuff. Or they have for me at least, when I used to use them, but now I don't, so. We just gorilla this shit. Well, maybe I won't do what I was saying. Because I should probably figure it out before I try it. That requires planning and pre-thought, and I don't have either. Well, let me look at something else. Well, you've seen me mute my stuff without not on purpose, so I think that's absolutely one of like the first things you got to get out of your one of those beginner bad luck things. You just got to get it over with and get past it, and then just keep on moving from there. What am I doing? I feel like I saw what needed for. There he is. All right, hold on. Let me do something stupid. I'm gonna fade myself out, kind of. And then lock that. Blow myself up, but not in like a Middle Eastern way. No offense to anybody. I'm just saying that's where that happens pretty frequently. Hold on. I gotta center it. Alright. So here's the new look. Nobody's doing this. So it's like full size face with the green screen, but I guess the green screen doesn't matter because there's not enough background. And we're just doing this. And if you cross your eyes, which hurts a lot, and you can't play effectively, that's just a level of intensity that a lot of people don't dedicate themselves to. Just like, and most of the time when you're playing, you're not even looking at the camera. You're looking at the screen, of course. So if you really want to mess with people's perception, just stare right at the camera and just hope you can pick out what's going on the screen. And you can add a little shake in there. I can't do that right now because I pulled a muscle somewhere in my neck area and it hurts. But imagine that. That's a production quality that not a lot of people are willing to dedicate themselves to. You know? And if you bump it up, hold on. The color correction filter in OBS will allow you to adjust the opacity settings. So look at that. That's not. Look at that fine grain that shows off the lack of resolution with this webcam. So let's do that. And you can hue shift it as well. So I look purple and blue and green, red, yellow. Let's do that. Let's just leave it there and pretend like absolutely everything is fine. So if somebody comes in within the next 15 minutes, it's just like, this is exactly how this rolls. There's nothing special going on here. This is what to expect at all times. just normal. Some Eiffel 65. No, it's killing me right now because I got 3 different light sources. And if you open up the eyeballs all the way, then it's like full on intensity. Like when you look at the sun after you walk outside and you just start sneezing. I got that kind of thing going on right now. I just haven't sneezed yet. And if I do, then it's going to be super loud because it'd be right into the microphone. If I, like, this is freaking me out. I'm like losing viewers now. This is amazing. Y'all are welcome, by the way. Like, I ain't gonna get time for this blue dude shit. Like, hold on, let me look at my. Hold on, which is it that way? It's like I'm monitoring. Oh, look at my line tension. That's crazy right now. I need to keep an eye on that. You see, that's a level of production that says some people aren't capable of. It's like, how's my line doing? Oh shit. It's freaking out right now. Oh damn, my drag is going off like crazy. I would love for this to be a trophy. Is it? I think it could be. I think it will be. Oh, it's I can't even reel it in. It's just hanging out. I can't even reel it in. What the hell do I do? Okay. You woo 4-9. My eat it. Look at that. I'll take it. Alrighty then. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Let me get back into the filters and move this back to a 0. Move this back to 100. And now you see me. What the? Oh no. And then, okay, so here's my forehead, everybody. That's pretty neat. And then, see, if there was like a third person view, I've seen some people that have the ability, they'll put their face like on their character. If there was like a third person view, they cut out, like they'll just have their face and they'll put it on the character. I don't know. I've seen it before. It's kind of funny. All right, are we back to normal now? Is that all cool with everybody? Let's just leave me right around here. Neat. Okay. Let's get a couple more fish and then I'm going to go find something to do before little man wakes up and I got to deal with that for a couple hours. And by deal with that, I mean watch cartoons that have very hurtful songs to my eyes and my ears and everything else that takes in stuff. And these lights are killing me right now. The added benefit of having a good webcam is they're more efficient in low light situations. Which is, the lighting will make or break any type of webcam scenario. Bad lighting is always bad. You can't compensate with filters and OBS settings if you have crappy light. I have learned that it will be a hindrance forever. Yeah, There's a couple lights. Actually, the one, so I just got a regular desk lamp on the highest shelf of this computer desk and put in an LED bulb. It's real low wattage, but it puts out a fair amount. But I did a Amazon order. If you look up reading lights, a clip-on reading light. So a lot of people will clip on a light to like a desk or a nightstand or something, so they can just like read books and stuff in dark settings without having to turn on a full room lamp or light. I forget what this one's called. I'll take it off. It's a clip. It has a rechargeable USB battery, or a USB rechargeable battery, excuse me. And it has 2 levels of light. There's a low and a high mode, and there's 2 gooseneck. They both have 4 little LEDs in it. I'll show you here in a second if I can reel this in. That'd be nice if that was another trophy as well. It's not. Okay, cool. So here's what it looks like. Hold on. I will allow you to see. So it's a clip-on. It's got a clip that you activate with just pressure. And there's a shelf on the desk that I have, and I just put it on there, and it's got these 2 gooseneck lights, so you can move it around and contort it and shape it however you want to shape it. And then there's just a button on the, so I've got 2 of them. This one was probably like 12 or 13 bucks. It was on Amazon. AMIR is the Amir or whatever. AMIR is the brand. And the back of the heads here, you hit it once and it does low mode. You hit it twice and it does high mode. And like I said, it's USB, micro USB rechargeable. And there's I just clip it on right there, and you can gooseneck it however you see fit. And it works. It's not amazing, but it's better than it's more flexible literally as well as practically than a standard light. Found the same on eBay. Yeah, I mean, either one. There's a different model. And yeah, no, I don't think it's a bad investment if you're looking to increase your lighting abilities and want it to be more visible. I mean, I imagine if you were running 2 of them at the same time, then it would probably be more than enough light in a dimly lit room. And I don't know about full daytime. It's cloudy outside right now because it's about to rain like crazy. So I don't have a lot of light flooding in. And I have the green screen, carpet, whatever. I call it a carpet. But the fabric is behind me as well, so it's blocking a lot of light that would be coming in from the outside window that is in the room directly behind me. So that helps as well. But I've never had the rechargeable one run out during any of my streams that I've used it for. So unless you're going like 4+ hours, between charges, it should be fine. That's my recommendation. There might be other alternatives, but something you can just clip on to something, and you don't have to plug it into an outlet or anything. And I think if you have it plugged into the USB port, it's basically like a power source. So you pretty much get full light indefinitely as long as it's plugged in. Or you can get a couple hours. I think it's 3 or 4 hours on high and 6 hours on the low mode between charges. But it'll start to dim. It doesn't just shut off. I'll be at 5 a.m. soon in the game, so I might as well just see if I can ride it out, unless somebody gets up from their nap a little early. I'm gonna try to get this damn microphone. to stop acting up. Another cool thing about using this Behringer mixer that I'm using to run the microphone, you can also set it up to run the audio out. So if you're in a situation with a lot of noise, background noise or otherwise, you can run headphones out and adjust the level with the mixer itself, as well as the microphone in. So really, you're not running any sound from the onboard sound card stuff. It's all running through the mixer via USB. So you don't have to run speakers to hear everything because you're running it through your headphones independently, level wise. From like you can pretty much set it up to where you can be in a non super quiet environment and still hear everything, and everybody can hear you if you've set up your noise gate correctly. Hoping for, if I can get at least, I think with this, I think it's right around 7,000 to 8,000 profit after you factor in the travel costs for me here around this. I think right around 200 pounds. I don't know. I forget. It's 12, so that's about 10. So that's definitely helpful. And I got 37 now, so I can pretty much, if I can grind out a few more here before 5, I should be able to be pretty close to 50. Come on, if I had gear that I didn't care about the XP hit, I'd just be reeling them in. Whenever I go to the Everglades again, I'm literally just gonna throw on like 15-pound line and just pull them in. Not even set not even worry about the drag. Probably just burn out the rod. Actually, no, the line should probably be able to take care of most of it. Either way. Oh man. God damn. Okay. Well, I probably won't hit 40 for a while. But oh yeah, they're real stingy with the Bitcoin. That is one thing that seems to never change. But whatever. I ain't paying for them, so. As y'all please. And they know that too, which is why they won't do it. But they'll convert those bait coins into credits for you. But not the other way around. Come on, let me get 3 more fish. I think that's what I need. I need 3 more. And then I'll be happy. It must be level 5 to get here. There's somebody's level 5 right now in this map. So it's like the second place you unlock. But without a DLC net, you ain't making a profit here. But you get the XP up. That's really all you can do. Get the XP up, unlock stuff. Yeah, man, I love that lift and drop. I know you was telling me to use it at Falcon. Was it Falcon? Yeah. But I just like it because you don't have to worry about setting the hook. And I get tired of missing bites with the stop and go. So it's one of those things where you don't have to do a lot of work. And you still get hooked in. And if you lean your dude down like this, like he's trying to see if his shoes are untied, the lure doesn't rise up too high into the water column there when you get close. Like that. Because I'll see dudes jump in here and just start running a straight retrieve and wonder why they ain't catch a damn thing. I'm like, well, you gotta set the hook, 1, and 2. I don't think a lot of the fish do a straight retrieve bite. Let's do an experiment. So if I run a 1, I probably gotta run a 2. If I hold up the rod tip and I run a 2 speed, it's just gonna bounce off the ground. I guess it depends on your reel, the retrieval rate. Let me go to 3. I don't really see a lot the straight retrieve, at least with the earlier places, it doesn't seem to be very effective. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of effectiveness to come from a straight retrieve. Alright, here's number 2 of my 3, so I'm gonna get 1 more after this one. And then figure out what to do with the rest of this room temp popcorn. Is that a pickerel? It is. Interestingly enough. It's almost 5. No, we gotta get 1 more. This cast needs to be effective or else I may not make it to my, well, Maybe. Might be able to get one more cast off, but probably not. Reel it in, reel it in. We're gonna get one more. Fine. Go. It probably won't even let me count it. If I hook one up and I don't have it in by 5, it probably won't even let me. All right, let's get bit right about now. Damn it. Well, let me retrieve it still, I guess, maybe. It probably just said, nah, you're not getting a bite. All right. Go home. 14. So after the travel costs, which were about, was it 2,000 or so? So about 10 or 12, give or take-ish. 14. Yeah, I got my 51. That's what I was looking for. All right. So all that's there. So I still got my St. Croix set up, ready to roll. I haven't touched it. Well, I might have touched it, but I definitely kind of didn't touch it. So that's the next. I know I've been saying it for almost 2 months now, but that's kind of where we're gonna. That's the next objective. I got to get through my exam thing I got to do for my certification purposes. So let me do that. I'm set to take that on the 27th. So the weekend after the 27th, so the first weekend in March, sounds like a good time for the Michigan trip. And spend at least 10,000 to get there, and then at least 8,000 to go for the advanced license. So that's 18 just to show up. That's 18 just to walk on to the map, not even to cast. That's 18. Everglades ain't any better. It's 8,000 plus 4,000, 12,000. So I mean, it's a little bit better. Anyways, all right. So we'll do that. But that's where I'm at. How many more until I get? Oh shit. Okay. I might be working on that one soon. We will get there. I'm gonna try and have fun with that little guy, but he's going crazy lately. So I gotta contain that ball of rage and energy. But that's where we're at now. Thanks for those who showed up, and thanks for those who didn't. All millions of people that didn't come through. Skill, thanks for coming through as always. I'll be watching your damn streams from now on, so I can stop worrying about how crappy my experiences are in here. And if we ever get coordinated enough, maybe we can do a dual stream thing. That would be kind of neat to do at some point. Jump on the Discord and get it all locked in and locked out, and go from there. If I ever get a job schedule that allows me to not have to be in bed by like 7:30 p.m., that'll open up a lot of possibilities, because I'll be able to stay up a little later. The little man goes to bed around 7:30. We all go to. Everybody in the house goes to bed at 7:30 p.m. But if we can stay up, if I wouldn't have to be up at 3 a.m., I could probably stay up a couple nights during the week, and be a lot more consistent with this stuff, because it seems to be people want you to have a set schedule so they know when to look for you. But I don't know, man. But we're gonna get to St. Croix and break all my shit there and go from there. But that's where we're at. I will see everybody when I see everybody again. I might be back later tonight. I'm hoping to, but I don't always control that ability. Might do some retro stuff or some Rocket League or something different because these damn fish are pissing me off, and it ain't worth it. Not right now. But yeah, that's the latest. Take care, y'all. And if you don't take care, then borrow care. Rent care, purchase care, find care, do something with care involved. That's all I could ever ask. And see you next time.